Welcome to A Word of Hope. I'm Brother Edward. I live and work in Madison, Wisconsin, and our parish there. Today's gospel is not fully understood unless we understand the gospel of yesterday. Yesterday, Jesus encountered the young man who was very wealthy and invited him to follow him. But the rich young man was not able to make that commitment because he was very rich. Jesus had asked him to give all he had to the poor and follow him. And that radical commitment he was not able to make, so he leaves sad. Continuing in today's gospel, building on that story, Jesus speaks to his disciples and instructs them about the dangers of riches. And he says it's more difficult for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven than for a camel to enter the eye of a needle. That exaggerated hyperbole of Jesus stuns the apostles, and they said, well, how can any rich person be saved? And Jesus responds, with the grace of God, everything is possible. This is a kind of a complicated gospel in a sense, because what does it mean to be rich? Are we talking about billionaires who have luxurious lots or yachts sailing around the world and luxurious homes and apartments on Fifth Avenue in New York? It's not so clear. We can be rich in many ways. So what Jesus is saying, that riches in themselves are not bad, but there are dangers or temptations associated with being rich. One of those is to think of yourself as self-sustainable, that I made this money, I need no one, and we don't even acknowledge God, that is all things are coming from God. We forget that the earth and all that's in it is a gift from God. So we're tempted to think of ourselves as the great success story. Another dimension of that is we often forget others who are in need. We can become hard of heart and not see the needs of others and feel what I have, I earn honestly, it's mine, and it's for mine to do what I want with it. And we don't see the social mortgage that Christ points out so often in the gospel. So it's a complicated idea, but I'm not against having money or against having a reasonably comfortable life. But what Jesus is talking about, this preoccupation, that money becomes our God, if you will. When I was a young boy, my dad had a lot of little proverbs that he used to teach us, what we used to call Dad's wisdoms. And he used to say to us, the only reason you have money is to make love grow. And I think the central point that Jesus is trying to give to the disciples is that love is the context of all we do, including our use of material goods. So a meditation for today, I would say, is when you open your wallet or you open your purse today and you look inside, ask yourself the question, how can I make love grow today? And I think it's a way that we can all make the world a better place. And in reaction to this teaching, the disciples say, well, what about us? We gave up everything to follow you. And Jesus promises them 100-fold in the life to come, and more glorious, that they're going to sit on the thrones, the 12 thrones of the tribes of Israel, and judge them. So Jesus is saying, I have, if you will, a greater honor and treasure for you to come if you detach yourself in a healthy way, use materials for good, and don't make your life goal the accumulation of wealth, but rather spread that wealth out so that others can live and love and enjoy creation to its full.